I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided.
Answer, please. Well, he is not answering. What do you think, Muslims? Any Muslim have the courage and the knowledge? He can prove me wrong. This is a very stupid cult. And look how the Muslim, they try to make it like they water the question. Maybe it could be. It could be maybe, you know, maybe religion of maybe. When they want Allah have a shape, when they want Allah don't have a shape. Is the one who have a say Allah has a shape is wrong? He says yes. We showed him that he's a prophet saying that. He said it doesn't say that because now it's too late. No, it says that. Fahim, I contacted you before. I called you before you start playing for me love songs. Obviously, you're from San Francisco, Fahim. When a man he play for a man love songs, obviously something wrong with him. Do you remember, Fahim? Fahim is a Muslim guy who play for me love songs. He challenged me to call him. I call him. He play for me love songs. Same as he's a prophet. What do you mean I have not done Zakir Naik? You are late. We called Zakir Naik and he answered and he told me if you call again I will call the police for you. I did and I called the guy. You gave me his ID to call him a tribe tip beer. I don't know how to read your name. Tip beer. I did. He did not answer. And actually, Zakir Naik, if he come here, he can destroy us, all of us. If you remember when they asked him why a Muslim woman she can't be a prophet in Islam, you know, he gave him an amazing, beautiful answer. The sister they ask a question. Why in Islam there is no women to the prophet? And actually, I confirm that in Islam there is no women to the prophet. And there is a logical for them. And I give example. If a woman in Islam to become a prophet, she has to read the congregation. And if read the congregation, she has to do and wudu. And if she do wudu, everybody will look at her ass. And this is why a Muslim woman can't be a prophet. Translation. If a woman she came prophet, she have to lead the prayer. If she lead the prayer, she have to bow down. If she bow down, all the Muslim will look at her ass. May Allah ask you. This is the reason a Muslim woman she can't be a prophet, because of her ass. So she lost. She's overqualified or she is not qualified. Imagine someone applied to work as a prophet, and in the resume it says she have a nice ass, and they say to her you are overqualified for the job because your ass is so beautiful. And the Muslim like, wow, look brother at this answer, brother. Did you see, brother? And the other Abdul like sitting like next to other like, brother, how he can come with this? This is genius. Our brother here is a genius. What a crazy cult. And by the way, even the hadith confirmed that the Muslims, they cannot pray to Allah if they see a nice bum in front of us, in front of them. If you remember, a bunch of Muslims, they come to the Caliphate Uthman, and they told him, we have an imam who is an imam of a fitna, which means imam of temptation. They claim that this Imam is tempting them and he is seducing them. I went to Uthman ibn Affan while he was he became the caliphate, and he said to him, you are the chief of the Muslims in general, and you see what has failing to you. We are led by the prayer by a leader of fitna. Read carefully between two brackets. Trials, afflictions, etc. And what's wrong with him? He is an effeminate person. He is what? Effeminate. And the caliphate says, oh, still you have to pray behind him. Question to the Muslims: how those Muslims are tempted by a man who is a feminine man, a gay? How they are tempted unless they are gays too? How a gay, if he is bowing down in the front of you, how you get tempted unless you are a gay? Unless all of them they are gays. Because in order for a man to be tempted by a man, he have to be a gay too. Correct? So they are coming to him and saying, oh, this guy is tempting us. How he tempt you? Unless you are like him. So supposedly now they want to show the caliphate that they are not gays. The Imam is gay, but obviously you are gay, and the caliphate is a gay because he said there's no problem, pray behind him. So what? Do we have any Muslim here? When a man he got tempted by a man, obviously he is what he is. I understand that a man can be tempted by a woman. That's normal. But a man to be tempted by a man, it means both of you like it. The one who is tempting you and the one who is being tempted. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. What do you want to say to us?
Good. What was that?
So are you a Muslim?
Yes.
You are a Muslim.
Yes.
I know. I was looking at your text. Are you sure you're a Muslim?
I think so.
You are
That's
laughing.
what Allah told me. No.
I know. I sound like you are just calling to be a comedian. Are you really a
No.
Muslim?
Yes.
Okay. What do you know about Muhammad?
But Muhammad,
Yeah.
he's a messenger of Allah.
What his message?
His message is that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet.
Well, what does that mean?
It means that there is one God, and that Muhammad's message is the authentic message of Allah.
So there is one God. So why Allah he says he is the best of the creators?
It's symbolic language about the angels,
What about the angels?
that they are co-creators with Allah.
The angels they create too?
With Allah, they
Really?
help form.
Okay.
Yes.
What they create? What the angels create?
So they help him create the world.
Really? Like what? Where do you get this information from?
It is from Allah himself.
Where?
He speaks to me.
Where? Allah he speak to you.
Yeah.
You must be a messenger too.
Yes, I think so.
Did he squeeze you too, or he squeezed only Muhammad?
No, no squeezing.
No squeezing. Do you think something wrong? I mean, don't you think this is missing?
No, it's not his complete message. That's why I'm here.
Oh, so you are a prophet.
Yes.
Okay, well, nice to talk to you. I don't have time for trolls. Do we have any Muslim? Anyone? Some people looking for attention, you know. Poor people. Attention, attention, attention. When you are empty, you have nothing inside you, and you want to be seen, you need to seek attention. Some people, they make their skirt short. You do the opposite of what people do, you know. You can go in the wrong highway. Once there was a guy from my country, which is, you know, next to Brazil, like Saudi Arabia, you know, next to the border, and Iran, and you know, South America. He was driving in the highway in America, and he heard in the news the radio station saying that attention, attention, there's a guy driving in the wrong highway, etc. So this guy, he was saying, he's an Arab like me. He was saying to himself, stupid station. One only, say two, say three, say four, say five, say six, say seven, say eight. It's not only one in the wrong direction. All of them, they are in the wrong direction. Because obviously he is the one taking the wrong highway, and now he is thinking that all those people are coming in the wrong way. Hello?
Hello,
Yes.
is there any volume anymore or not?
No, nothing else. You do this speaker.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, but
I can hear you, but very slow. Because we're trying to fix the.
is that speaker?
Can you hear me now?
I do hear you.
But it's coming when it's slow.
Anyway, put it on your ear.
No, I want. On the light. Where it is? How you doing?
I'm fine, my friend. How I can help you?
Oh, that is much better now.
All right.
I don't want to go. I heard your few questions and answering. First things, I want to make sure that I'm not going to do any debates with you.
I don't debate, my friend. I never debate.
Yeah, I
Muslims,
just want to
because
discuss
Muslims
something
are not
about
qualified
you.
to debate. I just try to help them, having a short conversation with them. I'm not debating Muslims.
Yes,
Okay.
that's fine. I have no intention to debate with you.
No problem.
Okay. My first questions to you that as I'm representing Islam and I'm a Muslim.
What does that mean? What does that mean? You're a Muslim?
That doesn't matter.
No,
I am a
it
Muslim.
matter. It matter. I want to know what you say. I'm a Muslim. What does that mean?
I am following Islam.
What does Islam mean?
Islam means peace and obedience.
Where it says that?
Hmm?
Where it says Islam means peace? Where do you get this from?
In the dictionary?
What dictionary? I am an Arab. We don't have such a thing in dictionary. The word Islam in Arabic means to surrender.
Okay, there are a few meanings. It could be multi-meanings.
No, the word peace in Arabic is salam. The word Islam is totally the opposite of salam.
Yes, you have.
So in English, you say known. What do? You put a letter before it. It says unknown. So Islam is not salam. It's the opposite. Islam. You surrender in war, not in peace.
That is the things. You are from Arabic. You are telling one side meaning. There is another meaning that the rest of the world knows.
I'm asking you to show me where you get from. Are you just a person who copy paste? I am assuming that you are a mature adult man and you know what are you talking about. So where you get this from?
Okay, fine. We will stop that matter here.
Okay.
I will call you back later on, and I will find where it says that Islam means is peace and obedience.
Okay.
Okay. I'll find, and then I will come back to you. We will stop here.
Yeah, don't hang up.
And
no. Okay. What do you want to say to us? Okay.
I'll call you back tomorrow. I'll call you back tomorrow.
No.
I will do some research.
What do you want to say to us? I want to hear you. You call me. I want to hear from you. What do you want to say to us?
Okay. Now you will tell me what does Islam means. What is wrong with me that I am following Islam is wrong?
Islam is a religion of war and violence and killing. Your prophet, he says, I've been ordered to slaughter all mankind unless they convert to Islam. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so how you say to me Islam is peace? If I just say to you, you're a prophet, he said, I am ordered to slaughter all mankind unless they convert to Islam, and but you just said to me Islam is peace. How Islam is
Yes.
peace, but you want to kill all mankind unless they convert to Islam?
That is based on the situation.
What
It's
situation?
not today and not about now.
Doesn't matter.
It's the
Islam
when
Islam is what is given to Muhammad.
time you have to go. That is the problem with the people. People misrepresenting and misinterpreting the Islam message.
But you
That
just
is
said,
in a wrong
but
way.
you just said after I said to you, the Prophet
They
said, I've been
were not
ordered.
saying that what was the contents.
My friend, you are the one who said to me, after I said to you, you are the one who answered. I said, your prophet says, I've been commanded to slaughter all mankind unless they say that Allah is God and I am a prophet. And you said yes. So what misinterpretation and mispresentation? Muhammad, he mispresent Islam? You agreed. You said yes. Allah ordered Muhammad to slaughter all mankind. Okay, what kind of a prophet he want to slaughter all mankind just because they aren't Muslims?
Look, you are a very knowledgeable person. You did lots of research and you are doing it. I'm just a normal person. I'm
No
not a
problem, my
scholar.
friend. I'm trying to talk to you as an adult. I'm not attacking you. I'm not insulting you. I'm having a nice conversation with you.
Hype me up.
Okay, I'm helping you. No problem. So I'm talking to you. You are a smart person, and I'm asking you like it's just a conversation. It's not a debate. So as long Islam means peace, as you said in the beginning, but Muhammad he
Yes.
says, I'm going to kill everybody unless they convert to Islam. What is the peace in that?
First, I have to know that why he says that, and when he says
He
that.
says that. He said that clearly. He said why. He said, I mean, you are saying to me, I need to know why he said that. He told you why. He said, unless they say that there's no God but Allah, and then they pay me the money, and then they pray as we pray, and then they slaughter as they slaughter, and they face the Qibla, which means the Kaaba, and then if they do that, only if they do that, I will stop shedding their blood and their property is protected.
Where it says, can you give me the reference, please? I have to have a look. I don't know
No
about
problem.
that.
Do you see my screen?
No.
Cannot CP because it's on my phone.
Okay,
I cannot
okay.
show
I
him.
will send you the link. I will send you the link. There's many reference, but I will show you the accurate, sahih, correct ones, and you can read it when you want. Oh, sorry
Okay.
for that.
Anyway, can you tell me the statement again, please, if you don't mind?
The Prophet said, and I'm reading in front of us, he said, I have been commanded that I should fight against people till they declare that there is no God but Allah, and when they profess that there is no God but Allah, their blood and their richness granted protection in my behalf, except where is justified by the law. So Muhammad, he says that this is Sahih Muslim, hadith number 21c, and we can show you more hadith. There's endless of them. The Prophet, he says,
Yeah.
Sahih Bukhari. Sahih Bukhari is more authentic than Muslim. I'm sending you a link now in your Skype, so later you can open them and you can take a look. It says, the messenger of Allah, he said, I've been ordered to fight. The word fight here is coming from the word uqatil, which means fight to kill. So I've been ordered to slaughter all mankind. Tell the people say, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah. And if they say so, pray and pray like our prayer, face the Qibla, and slaughter as we slaughter, which means not only you have to say the Shahada, you have to pray as he pray, you have even changed direction of the prayer, and even the food you eat, you have to slaughter as he slaughter, and then only then their blood and their property will be secured from us, which means Muhammad will not rape your wife, will not take your children as slaves, and he will not cut your neck. Only then. Muhammad here saying, if you don't do that, I'm going to take your money, I'm going to take your blood, I'm going to rape your wife, and I'm going to kill you as a man. And yet you say to me, Islam means peace. And all of this why? Because you are not saying Allah is God.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so how Islam is peace, as you told me?
I didn't see anything wrong that you state.
I mean, what is the peace, my friend? Where is the peace? What do you mean we're wrong? So now, because you don't believe in Jesus, can I go and kill you and rape your wife? Is that okay for you? You are saying it's okay?
No.
Okay. So why it's okay for the prophet? Why it's okay for the prophet to rape my wife, to take my blood, to take my property, to take my children's, just because I don't want to believe in Allah? You are saying it's okay. There's no problem with that.
No, that is not been saying. That is in the different situation. The
No, not
circumstance was different.
situation. He says, I've been ordered to fight all the people, all the people. What situation? Your prophet is the one you follow, and he is saying his message. This is Islam. Islam is, I've been ordered to fight all mankind and kill them unless they do the following. So what situation? The situation is the following. You say
I
Allah
don't
is
know.
God.
I have to know about that. You knew about that. You know the meaning and you know the hadith. You gave me the source. I will do some research and I will be back to you.
No problem. Take care, my friend. Take care.
To be
And Islam is peace. I feel sorry for those Muslims. Many of them, they have no idea what they are talking about. I feel sorry for you, honestly. I don't think you're a bad person. I think you're just fooling yourself, going in denial, and you say, what's wrong with that? I mean, what's wrong? Don't you want to use your brain? Use it. God, he gave you a brain. And you know, and the funny, he says to me, Islam means peace. And then he agreed that the prophet, he want to kill everybody. I mean, do you see how much peace is that? The prophet, he will rape your wife, he will take your children, he will take your money, he will steal your house, he will steal your property, he will enslave your children. And if you say shahada and do slaughter as he slaughter, and you pay him money, and then he will not kill you. Islam means peace. Yet Islam means peace. I feel sorry for you. You are going in denial, my friend. You are trying to deny the fact and the madness, and this guy is a criminal. Imagine now we say, okay, we are America, we have the most powerful weapon, America or Russia, and now all of you, we have 24 hours. Either you convert to Christianity, or we are going to come and destroy you and take your money and blah 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 blah, and then we say Christianity is peace. And actually, if the Muslims have the weapon which America have and Russia have, trust me, the whole earth is going to convert to Islam in 2 days. Because either you convert or you die. Thank God they don't have those weapons. And actually, if they have this weapon, the first thing they will do, they will kill each other. Both of them now, Sunni and Shia, they are making weapon to fight each other because they hate each other. Islam is peace. Anyone who convert to Islam, I say to you, loud and clear, you are just an idiot and you are a fool. I don't decorate the words. I say it as it is. Because how you follow such a man? How you follow a man like this? You tell me. He's a thief. He's saying to you, your blood and your property. So he will kill you, he will steal your money. And that supposedly is halal, lawful. What is lawful about it? So a little farmer who live in China, he have no idea, he never harm anyone, working in his farm. Muhammad have the right to kill him, take his wife, take his children as slaves, slaughter him, and take his land and his money. And that's supposedly from God. Somebody says to me, let me show you what this guy said. His name is a free bird. He said, when the angel of death when the angel of death come to you, you will cry. You will cry asking for forgiveness for Allah. No, my friend, do you know what I would do? I would do as Musa, because I play karate. Is it true that your prophet, he said that when the angel of death came to Musa's, he broke his eye, he took it off, and he broke his wings? Huh? How Allah, if He will punish somebody, He sent His angel, the angel of death, and if He say be is going to be, which means you say die, He die. And then Allah, He sent His angel, and then Moses, He beat up the angel and He take his eye off, and then the angel, he went back to Allah and he said, you send me to a slave who don't want to die. Well, I am a slave, I don't want to die. Are you there? Read and laugh. This is your prophet in the story. Abu Huraira reported that the angel of death was sent to Moses, peace upon him, to inform him that his Lord summons. When he came to Moses, Moses boxed him. Moses what? Moses, he boxed the angel of death, and his eye was knocked out. He, the angel of death, came back to Allah and said, you send me to a servant who do not want to die. Allah restored his eye in its a proper way. Boing. What is that? Allah, He restored the eye of the angel back in its proper way. So the angel, he went to Moses because Allah sent him, and Moses don't want to die. I mean, what you can do about it? What you can do about it? You can do nothing. That's it. Allah, He sent an angel. Have you ever heard of an angel? He was sent by God, and then you hit him and you knock out his eye? Huh? You know what? I was going to apply to work as an angel of death, but after I saw this, I will never accept that job. So don't tell me about the angel of death. And since when you can change the day you want to die? If Allah said to you, you will die here and that's it, you beat the angel and you send him back, and the angel, he went back, and my eye, look what he did to me. And Allah says, Habibi, Habibi. Allah is a Jew. Habibi Muhammad, Habibi, Habibi angel. What happened, Habibi? Oh, they sent me to Moses and he put me in my eye here. I'm going now, Nino. He had no one. And the Allah, he said, okay, to the angel, okay, lay down, and let me get some first aid, and I will fix it for you. He put his eye back in the proper place where it was before. I mean, his eye was where after he beat him? It was in his nose, in his mouth, in his bum. Where? His eye came out where? And you are threatening me that I will cry when the angel of death come? Must be a true story. So this is what you have for me? Angel of death? I thought you will find something better. Do we have any Muslim want to say something? Anyone? And not only that, after that, Allah negotiate with Moses for how long he will live. He sent him back, and he told him, okay, you don't want to die, okay, now put your hand in the top of this cow, and you will live as many as the hair under the skin of your hand. You see it? I mean, have you ever heard of this? Oh, how long Musa's live? There's 1 million hair in the top of the cow, especially it's an ox. He lived as much. Do we have any Muslim? And by the way, for those who they are asking about the angel of death, he is fine right now. I just spoke to him yesterday. He's doing fine. His eye, like, he have some pain. He have like a red spot there, because Musa's, you know, Musa's is a Jew, and he was trained by the Mossad. And this is why, that's explain why he was hitting really hard. You know, Musa's decided to die on the spot. Listen what Qasim is saying. The angel came in the form of a man. Let us call Qasim. Let us see what you want to say. Okay, Qasim, tell us what happened. Mute you too, please.
Yep.
Yeah, what happened, Qasim? Explain to us. So Allah, he sent his angel to Musa.
Yeah, so he came. He used to be, the angel of death used to come in the form of a man in the previous time. So he came in the form of a man.
Wow.
And so Musa
This is in the
didn't know
previous
he
time.
was the angel.
This is
Yeah, Musa didn't know he was the angel, so
okay,
he
hold
hit
on.
him.
Where do you get this that from the previous time? So after this day, the angel, he don't come as a man no more?
That's our understanding based on because he used to come in the physical form, so you can see him in the as a human. So
Where do you get this from? That the angel of death, he come to you in a physical form, and a physical form of a man?
from this narration itself,
Where it says?
he says his eye came out.
What?
He says his eye came out.
Will Allah have eyes?
No, he doesn't.
No. Okay. Allah, guys, Allah don't have eyes. Okay, here we go. This is your.
But
Hold on. You're a prophet. He says Allah is short and fat, and he have big ass, and he have two eyes. Here we go. Let me show you.
No.
But don't tell me no. I'm talking to Christian Prince. Here we go.
That's your God.
No, that's not my God. This is your God. Here we go. This is your prophet saying that. Read it carefully, and I'm listening. Read. I'm listening. Go. You speak English better than me. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it says the Prophet ﷺ said, I have told you so much about the Dajjal that I am afraid you may not understand. The Antichrist is short, hand-toed, woolly-haired, one-eyed, and eyesightless, and neither protruding nor deep-seated. If you are confused about him, know that your Lord is not one-eyed.
You said to me, Allah don't have one eyes.
Yeah.
Your prophet confirmed. Your prophet he confirmed. No,
yeah.
You see, your prophet he confirmed that the only difference between the Antichrist and Allah is just the eye. And Muhammad is afraid that you Muslim, you will be confused about how Allah look like, because he look exactly as that man. And the only difference between them, you should know. How you can recognize him? You should know that your Lord is not one eye. So you said to me, Allah don't have an eye. You're a prophet. He say no. He have two eyes, and he look exactly the same as this guy. But the only difference between them and that guy is the eye.
Right. So this is for emphasis. So it doesn't say your Lord. It only says that your Lord does have one eye, meaning that the Dajjal will have. He's gonna have one eye, and he's also gonna have another eye.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be.
But your prophet. He says. But your prophet, he said, he's afraid. He's afraid that you might be confused. And he now he is.
People can be confused.
Okay, why you are comparing between Allah and a man, and why they will be confused about which one is Allah, unless Allah is a man too? If I have two character, one is an elephant and one is a rat. Why I am afraid that you might think that the elephant is a rat?
No, the fact of the matter is that people in history have always, even though they had the concept of one God and we can't comprehend God, they still took a human as God. Even at the time after the Prophet, there was people who took certain figures as God. The Muslim, and they were Muslims, but then obviously
what does have to do with one God and two God? Now this is not the topic. He is speaking about their look. He is afraid that he told you too much about the Antichrist, and now he's afraid that you may not understand. Okay, understand what? He is comparing between the Antichrist. The Antichrist is a man, correct?
Yeah, he's a man.
Okay, he's a man. So why Allah is compared to a man, and the difference between this man and Allah is one eye? If Allah is not a man anyway, I mean, why we are going to compare between this guy and Allah? He should compare between this guy and the Messiah, because in fact there's no Antichrist in the story here. This is a false translation. It says Al-Masih ad-Dajjal. So the false Messiah, the guy he is claiming to be the Messiah, he is not claiming to be Allah. So why Muhammad comparing between him and the look of Allah? He should compare between his look and the look of the Messiah.
So the interpretation that's going to be given is that this is emphasis, or that Allah doesn't have any defect.
But this is not the problem. He is saying he's afraid. He's afraid. He's afraid that you not understand about what? He's afraid that they might think that he is Allah. This is why he's comparing between him and Allah. He should compare. You see, the false Messiah, he claimed to be the Messiah. He is not claiming to be Allah supposedly. So why Muhammad is afraid that you might misunderstood who is the false Messiah, telling you that Allah don't have one eye while this person is one eye. So the whole story here is what to warn you that if you want to recognize which one is who, Allah, he look exactly like this man, but the difference between them that Allah is not one eye. So your God is short, he have a big ass, he have a curly hair, he have it says that in front of you. Why? Okay, hold on.
What you're doing is you're deducing that, but
I am not. Okay, tell me why Muhammad is comparing the eyes of this man and the eye of Allah, and he is afraid that you will be confused about what?
Right, so what the Prophet is comparing is that your Lord doesn't have a defect, so one eye is a defect.
Well, thank you very much. Allah don't have a defect, guys. This is a good news. I mean, this is funny. So you are telling me that Allah don't have a defect. This is not the purpose, because he can say Allah is perfect and that's it. But why he is comparing between him and the man? How you Muslim, you say to us Allah is not like anything. You just said to me just 15 minutes ago, you said that. So Allah is unlike anything. So what it's mean to say Allah is not one-eyed, comparing him to a fat short man? Why need to compare him to a fat short man?
So the Prophet, he gave like an example for us to relate to. But he's relating that, look, this person will have a defect, but your Lord doesn't have any defect. So that's why it refers to when he says one eye.
Okay, so what we learn from this now? So what we learn from this person have a defect, Allah don't have a defect. So what? But why he is comparing him to Allah? Is that an insult? When you compare a man to God and you say the difference between them is the eye, that means the other person, both of them, they are the same, from the same kind, from the same equality. The only difference between them is an eye.
With the Dajjal, he's going to be able to bring the rain down, and he's going to be able to give life to the dead.
Okay.
So with all these miracles,
okay, but isn't it enough? Isn't it enough to see that he is a man, to know that he is not Allah? If Allah is not a man and he is coming as a man, so we should know that this is not Allah, unless Allah is a man too.
No, people can easily confuse it. That's the thing.
Okay. So now if a man, he can bring rain from the sky, and he have an eye which is a problem, that's mean he is the false Messiah. Is that correct?
Yeah, so he's a false Messiah.
What if this guy? What if this guy, he go to Thailand and he fix his eye? Are you going to accept him? I mean, since when we know a person to be a false or not by the look of his eye? He can make a surgery. A person, according to your prophet, this person, he can cut a human being to pieces and he can put them together again. So he's extremely powerful. Can't he fix his eye? The one who cut a human being twice, he cut him by the sword and he make him two pieces and then he put him together. Can't he fix his eye?
No, there's only certain things he can do.
Certain things like controlling the nature. I thought the one who can send down rain is Allah.
Yeah, so this is a test for the mankind.
No.
That's why Allah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, are you saying to me that the false Messiah is an employee of Allah?
It's a test from Allah.
This is not a question. Are you saying that Allah he sent him? He worked for him to deceive us?
No, he's going to be. Allah will send him as a test.
This, you see, you just keep saying to me he sent him. You keep saying to me he sent him. Okay, as long Allah is the one who sent the Dajjal, it's mean the Dajjal, he is a shaitan, work for Allah.
So Allah also created the devil in your belief as well.
No, hold on. My God, he created the devil as an angel. He did not create him to be a devil. He decided to be a devil. So God,
your God knew the future as well.
My friend, so what? Still we have my God, hold on. My God, he knew Muhammad is an evil. He let him live the same as the shaitan. That's not changing a thing, because in Christianity we don't believe that God he decide our destiny. In Islam you do. Now you just said to me that Allah he sent the Dajjal. Who is the one who sent the Dajjal? Say it again.
So obviously Allah allows this person to have like powers and all this.
This is another question. Who is the one who sent the shaitan, the Dajjal?
It's going to be a test.
This is another question. You see, you are trying to avoid the question. Who is the one who sent this false Messiah?
You can say Allah is going to send it.
Okay, so this Dajjal is a messenger of Allah.
No, it's a test from Allah. You won't call him messenger.
If Allah
there's no message he's going to deliver.
If Allah he sent you, listen. A second ago you said Allah is the one who sent him. As long Allah is the one who sent him, that means he is a messenger of Allah.
You don't become a messenger just based on the fact that something is being sent. That's a very.
Okay, but the second you say Allah he sent him, that is mean this creature, this shaitan, is obedient to Allah. He's doing what Allah asked him to do, so he's a good person.
No.
What do you mean no? Who is the one who sent him? You said Allah. If I am a soldier and the king he sent me, that's mean I work for that king, because I'm doing and obeying him. He sent me to do something and I'm doing what he said.
He's basically by the nature itself he's evil, so he's been created, and then Allah allowed him to appear on earth.
It's not allowed him. You said to me, everybody heard you, that Allah he sent him. Correct?
Technically, yeah, but
okay, not technically. No, he sent him. Did he send him or not?
Send him in what way? What do you mean?
To deceive us. To deceive us. You said to us, it's a trial. Allah he sent him as a trial. Correct?
Yeah, the test. Yeah.
Okay, so the Antichrist is a good person. He worked for Allah, and his job is to deceive us. So the bad person is Allah.
No. What I'm saying is he's going to be born, number one, and so he's going to.
It doesn't matter. This is the plan of Allah. Allah have a plan to create this person. He will send him, and his job is to deceive us. So if the one who send like, okay, I send someone to put poison in your food, but I did not put it in my hand directly. The one who put poison in your hand in your food is the one who killed you. But the fact, the one who sent him to do that, he killed you too. So Allah is the devil.
No, that's very weird.
Okay, let me ask you. Do Allah send shayateen to deceive us?
What do you mean send? Like the
Don't tell me what do you mean. I'm asking you. Do Allah send shayateen to deceive us? It's either you say yes or you say no. This is what it means. Do Allah send shayateen to deceive us?
I'm not sure.
Who is the one who sent shayateen? Do shayateen work for himself or he work for Allah?
They don't work for Allah.
They work for who?
They work for the Iblis.
Okay, and who is the one who sent Iblis to deceive us? Is that Allah?
No, Allah didn't send him.
Okay, so if there is somebody sent Shaitan to deceive us, do you agree that he is evil and he is bad?
Nope.
So guys, do you see? Because he's afraid I'm going to show him something and he will be sorry. So he just admitted that if somebody sent Shaitan to deceive us, he's not bad. So why Shaitan is bad? If he is sent by someone to deceive us, why the one who deceive us is bad, but the one who sent him to deceive us is not bad?
Because it depends why is the devil being sent in the first place.
Why he sent? I'm asking you. He sent it to what is the job of the devil? To deceive us, correct?
There's a bigger picture to it. Yeah, there's a big picture to it. Allah has a big picture.
No, this is not about picture or small picture. You know what I'm talking about. If the shaitan deceive us by his will, or it is Allah will, he send him to deceive us.
The shaitan does it by it's his choice.
His choice. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's his choice. Like he decides that Iblis, he's the one who. But Allah knew this that's gonna happen. So just like in your belief,
okay,
your God knew that it's
let us
gonna
see
happen.
if you are truthful or not. This is the Quran. It says that Allah He made for every prophet enemies. He appointed for every prophet shaitan. Who is the one who appointed shaitan? Allah. You say to us, lying, sorry to say that it is not Allah who sent shaitan to deceive us. You said it's by his choice. But the Quran says, thus have we appointed into every prophet an enemy from the devil and the mankind.
Yeah, so how does he appoint it? That's the question. So is he?
He appointed them. You see, my friend, stop playing games. When I say appointed, it's mean I give command. He is the one in charge. He is the one who sent the devil. So Allah, He sent the devil to deceive people, and He here even speaking about sending shaitans targeting His prophet Muhammad. Is that correct?
Okay, so the meaning of appointed is that basically decided beforehand, or he said what he said, designated. So it's basically Allah decided beforehand.
Okay, so here we go. So I said to you, if shaitan is doing what Allah want, why we think shaitan is bad? The fact the real shaitan is Allah, because if shaitan coming to me, he's sent by Allah, and that means shaitan is a good person obeying Allah. He is a victim. In the court of law, if a soldier receive an order from his captain to shoot somebody, the one who should be taken to the court is the one who gave the order, not the soldier, because the soldier, he have no choice. So according to the Quran, shaitan is a soldier of Allah and he is a good person. The real devil is Allah, for he is the one who decide to deceive even his prophets.
No, so with the devil, he's by the nature itself he's evil. So with Allah, he's the one who appointed him.
What by his nature? Who is the one who appointed him? Allah. So it's not his nature who appointed him, because if this is by the nature, then the devil should not need Allah to do his job. But what the verse saying that it is us, it's our command to appoint to every prophet shayateen. Not only
but in your belief, you got the same thing. You can't be a hypocrite on this.
No, we don't, my friend. Shaitan, he was created as an angel, and he refused to obey God, and willingly.
Yeah, but didn't your God know the future?
Doesn't matter. There's a huge difference between God. He made him shaitan to be evil. You see, I can say, okay, God created evil, but He did not create really evil by creating evil. He created angel, and that angel decided by free will to be an evil person. But here, Allah created shaitan and He gave him a job and he worked for him, which means shaitan is a good person in Islam. Let me ask you.
No, yeah, Allah didn't say to the shaitan,
let me ask you. Do you go to heaven because of your belief and your deeds?
By the mercy of Allah, ultimately it's going to be by the mercy of Allah. So what do you mean
by the mercy? Is that by the mercy or by the destiny?
What do you mean?
Okay. When Adam he commit sin, did he commit sin or Allah he made him commit sin?
Adam didn't commit sin. He committed a mistake. He made a mistake.
Okay, is that was a choice, or Allah he forced him to commit sin?
Yeah, that was his choice. He made a mistake by choice.
By choice.
Yeah.
So your prophet is lying then,
How?
because your prophet he said no. Your prophet he
Okay.
said that Adam and Moses they have a debate, and Moses he blamed Adam for his sin. So Moses he said to him, because of you we are out of heaven, we are miserable. So Adam he said to him, do you blame me for a destiny created for me, Allah designate for me 40 years before my creation?
Right. So what Adam was saying was that this was going to happen anyway.
No,
But
see, hold on. You said to me that Adam he did it by choice. Adam saying, do you blame me? Which means you cannot blame me. Do you blame me for which Allah, for an action which Allah had written in my fate 40 years before my creation? So the decision of making sin in Islam is the decision of Allah. Allah he made us sinners. He is the devil. So Adam saying, you cannot blame me for the sin, because the whole debate is what? You, because of you made us out of heaven. Adam said, do you blame me? Which means you cannot blame me. Allah he wrote my sin before he created me. It's a destiny. And then your prophet he took the side with Adam against Moses, and even he repeated the same 3 times as usual. Adam confuted Moses, Adam confuted Moses, Adam confuted Moses, which means yes, Adam's sin, it's not his sin, it is the sin of Allah. Allah is the devil and Adam is a victim.
so with regards to humans, we don't have absolute free will. So we have different things.
So why we will go to hell? Okay, thank you. So guys, we don't have a absolute free will. We don't even any. He will go 40 years before his creation.
We do have free will, but
okay,
not
hold
absolute.
on. So we cannot blame Adam for his sin. So we blame who?
No, there's no blame. It was supposed to happen like this, and
okay,
and it was
supposed to
a
so why we blame me for my sin? If I no commit adultery, if I do adultery, can Allah blame me for adultery I do, or I blame Allah?
Yeah, the blame was upon you because you got free will to do this.
Where do you get this from? Free will? You keep repeating. Are you sure you're a Muslim?
Yep.
Okay, let's see what your prophet said. Your prophet said that every adulteress, Allah he gave him he wrote for him the exact fixed portion of adultery. Read with me. Abu Hurairah reported that Allah apostle saying, verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge, which means it's a fixed. Allah he decide for you. Why you say to me you blame yourself? Allah he decide how much adultery I will do. It's not a choice. So look at this madness cult. Allah before he created us he decided, okay, Christian prince he will sleep with 50 women, and then Allah said kill a Christian prince because he sleep with 50 women. Who is the stupid here?
So because Allah knows the future, so he
this is not knowing the
he knows
future.
how much he will do, so that is fixed.
Read carefully. This is not knowing the future. This is a decision made by Allah about how much we will do. This is not knowing. Read carefully. Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge. It's not a choice, and which he necessity must commit. Do you see it? Necessity must commit. It is not a choice. Necessity.
Yeah, so because it's what do you call it? It's a must that they have to commit. It's because Allah knows the future. So
this is not
Allah
knowing the
knows that
future.
it's fixed.
It says he wrote for you a fixed portion. It is not the future, which necessity must commit. He's talking about even the future. He will commit because Allah he wrote it for you. Okay, let me show you this. Stop playing, keep playing games. People are laughing. A child who is born as a baby, he's 1 day old. He will go to heaven or to hell?
The child would go to heaven, or he will have a test. Some scholars have said that he's going to have a test on.
A child, he will have a test. 1 day old, he will have a test.
He's going to be. Allah will make him age forward, so he's going to have a test.
That's a good one, my friend. Aisha, she said to the Prophet after attending a funeral where a child who was an infant, he died. She said to him, this child, he will be a child of paradise, bird in the paradise. And Muhammad, he says it might be the otherwise, which means he might go to hell. So why the child will go to hell? Because Allah, he wrote their destiny when they are in the backbone of their father. Read carefully. So this is the destiny. This has nothing to do with sin. Allah, he wrote his sin or his, let's say, whatever destiny he have to go to hell or to go to heaven before he created him. So it doesn't matter he is a child who commits sin or not. Read carefully. Aisha, she said, Allah Messenger, there's a happiness for this child who is a bird from paradise. For it commit no sin, nor has reached the age when one can commit sin. This is the opinion of Aisha, and I agree with her. He said, Aisha, peradventure, it might be the otherwise. Otherwise? What is the otherwise? What do you think?
Yeah, from this narration, well, I've read this before as well. So what it says basically is that the prophet is acknowledging he doesn't know what's going to happen to him. So because he's only going to say what is revelation.
No. We know what will happen to him, because simply, if everyone he will pay for his sin, and this child he did no sin, so why he will pay to go to hell? Hell is for those who commit sin. So what do you mean we do not know? Allah told us. Everyone will pay for his sin, but this child, he did not commit sin, neither he reached the age of sin. So what do we mean we do not know? And then he says it may be the otherwise, which means he might go to hell. But the guy is dead. He's a child. He's a baby. He's an infant. What otherwise? Read carefully. Because God created for paradise those who are fit for it, while they were yet in their father backbone, and he created for hell those who to go to hell while they're in their father backbone. So you go to hell, decision is made when you are not created yet. You commit sin or not, you are a baby 1 day old or not, it doesn't matter. That's what your prophet is saying.
So it says here that the prophet said it may be otherwise. So he says it may be, so that's not certainty. So we don't know what's going to happen.
No problem. It may be the otherwise, because why? Because Allah, he created you to go to hell or to heaven when you are in the backbone. By the way, the child doesn't come from the backbone. This is a mistake from Muhammad, scientific mistake. But however, he decided where you will go. Your sin have nothing to do with it. The child, he commit no sin. He's a baby. And Aisha, she confirmed that. She said, there's a happiness for this child who is a bird from paradise, for it commit no sin, nor has reached the age when can commit sin. So this is a very pure bird, little child who die. Yet Muhammad is saying, well, you are wrong, because Allah, he make a decision where people will go to hell or to heaven before even he created us, which means Islam is a stupid cult. It doesn't matter really what you do in your life. Allah, he made decision already. Do you agree?
No, so it does matter, because within that, what's the creed is Allah give us.
Okay, let me ask you. Okay, let us solve this problem. If you are a person who pray to Allah 5 days a week, five times a day, all your life, and fasting Ramadan, and even going to jihad, etc., are you going to go to heaven or no? Do Allah promise you heaven?
Yeah, if you do that, then Allah has promised the paradise, so we have hope.
Well,
that's not binding on Allah.
You're a prophet, have different opinion. You're a prophet, he said the following. Read with me carefully. You're a prophet said that a person, he might do the people of heaven. Let us show you the hadith.
Yeah, and then his last action might be bad, and then he's gonna go.
Yeah, but his last action is what? Is what Allah written for him, correct?
That's his own choice he made.
No. Stop lying. Shame on you. It says in front of us. Okay, read with me, please. Okay, read with me. Okay, read with me, please. Okay. Here it says, then the soul is breathed into him, etc. And then he swear by Allah saying, and by Allah, a person among you may do the deeds of people of fire till there is only one cubit or an arm distance between him and fire. Okay, this guy is not praying, he don't do jihad, he is a friend to the Christians, which is haram. He eat pork, he don't rape women, which is haram, not to rape women. So he don't do all the bad things which Islam, Allah told him to do, and that will go to take him to hell. But then look what it says, but then that is written, which Allah ordered the angel to write, proceed, and he does the deed of people of paradise, and he enter it. So what will make you go to paradise? Is that your deed or what Allah wrote for you?
So the writing is basically Allah showing His knowledge. So when you wrote in the Lawhul Mahfuz.
Big fat liar. This is showing his knowledge, you liar. What knowledge? But then the writing of Allah will proceed. The guy is doing the opposite. This is his free will. The person doing his opposite, he will go to hell. He's almost there, almost in the door. Then what is written by Allah proceed. That was written by Allah, not knowledge. Allah write for you before He created you what you will do. This is not knowledge, liar. And He is showing you the opposite. A man, he will do the deeds of people of paradise till there is only one cubit or two between him and paradise, and then what is written proceed. What is written, this is the will of Allah, and He does the deeds of people of fire, and He enter it. So going to heaven or to hell, it is what by Allah written, and this is why Islam is the most stupid cult ever. So you convert to Islam, you don't convert to Islam, you say pray, you don't pray. It's a garbage, because at the end of the day, it's what Allah He wrote for you. He did not say what Allah knows, He said what Allah written for him. Stop, shame on you. Do you see how they play like a snake? I mean, look how clear the evidence. Yeah, this is Allah knowledge. This is not Allah knowledge. He is showing you two different directions. One is doing the deeds of bad, and the one is doing the deed of good. Allah at the end, what He wrote for you is going to take over. And this is one of the belief at the pillars of Islam, which is to believe in Allah destiny. This is destiny. So if you are a donkey, this is your business if you can't understand. Donkey maybe don't understand, but a human just should understand. It is not your deed will take you to heaven in Islam. It is what written by Allah. This is why a child who is born a baby, who never commit a sin, still he might go to hell, because it is what written for him. It's not about a sin he did. And the funny, he said that a child, he's a baby, infant, Allah will give him a test. What He will give him a test? He will give him milk and wine. How you can give an infant a test? Hey infant, do you like pepperoni or the nipples of your mom? Okay, you fail. Take him to hell. He said he want the pepperoni. This is made by the Western. It's haram. This is the test for the infant. Infant. What a crazy cult. Anyway, guys, I think we have enough for today. Don't forget, please, to download the video. I know we have more than 1,000 people listening, but this is English. If you like to learn more, feel free to get my books. You can search for them in whatever language you speak in your Amazon in your country. In Amazon, you can search for Christian Prince, and you will see the list of my books based on your language. If you live in America, you can search Amazon.com, France, Germany, etc., and you will see it in your language. We have in Spanish, we have in Swedish, Dutch, German, French, and more to come soon, Russian and other languages. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. I hope we learned something good for today. As you see, Islam is a very silly, stupid cult, and you have to be ready a person who decide to go blind to believe in such a madness. It's violence, it's hateful, it's a divided human being. Quran forbid Muslims to take non-Muslims as a friend, chapter 5 verse 51, chapter 9 23, chapter 3 verse 28, many verses. All of it is nothing but division of the devil. God is about love, not about hate. And we love the Muslims, we don't want to hate them, and we should not hate them. They need our help. Love is not to be fought. Love what bring people together. If you see a Muslim who need your help, help him. Don't do what they do. There's many people, they speak good, they do evil, and that's what Islam is about. You listen to them, you think they are speaking good, but the fact Islam teach nothing but evil. It's an evil cult. They color it, they sugarcoat, but that will not work. Even with ants, and we are better. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. Until we see you soon again. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. Take care.
I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. The cross before me